What's up, YouTube? It's Wolf back with another banger for you guys. As of last episode, we have finished Hell Boss. Well, until they come out with an episode 2, season 2, which I will gladly, as soon as it comes out, I will be finding it and recording it like I usually always do. But today, as you can see in the top left, we are doing horror stories. I'm thinking about starting a series, like I've been talking about for a little bit, just a little bit, guys. It's gonna be. We gotta have a name for this though. Like, you know how Corey has his spooky, scary Sundays. We gotta think of something else that's like, boom, boom, boom. You know, like spooky, scary stories. I don't know. Like we could do like spooky, scary stories, or we could do like scary, spooky stories. I don't know. Like, yeah, you guys just think of something, post it in the comments, and I will instantly reply to that shit. I'm always checking my comments. You comment on something, I'm always replying with an LOL, or like, I think it's funny, or I'll reply with my thoughts if it's a question. If you want me to check out your YouTube, if you want to collab, I'll try talking to you. I don't care. I had a YouTuber try talking to me about me checking out his channel. He talked to me, and then I checked out his channel, and then he didn't even like talk to me again. So a little bit disappointing on that, because I thought I was gonna be like, hey, I got a YouTube buddy, but I don't. But let's get into this. If you're not by yourself, then grab yourself like a bag of popcorn, some Fanta, and go get yourself a glass of milk. I don't know why we getting 2 drinks, but why not? First episode,
I woke up,
dancing. Whoa,
startled.
whoa. First episode, dancing woman. That's a deep, sexy voice, my guy. I got a blanket on because I'm cold.
By the sudden sound of thunder. Damn, that scared the shit.
My man got the dreads? I thought we were about to get it. I thought the dude was white, to be honest. That voice sounded so white. Hold on, let me fix my TV. There we go.
I took off the blanket, and at that moment, I got a sudden, severe headache. I fell to
Bad
the floor
sign.
and rolled, strongly holding my head. And the memories of the day popped up in my head.
What day?
The same sound of thunder like that day.
The day is dad
The
left.
rain was beating hard against the windows, as if it was about to break them. I woke up in the middle of the night and walked to the kitchen. At that time, I heard a faint sound, which was really weird, like some.
Bro, you know what that reminds me of? The meme where the guy runs across the hall going, "Rah!"
Someone's mouth was suddenly gagged while screaming. But I couldn't hear properly because it was soon drowned out by the sound of rain. I drank up a.
Why do you say like the sound of brain? Dang. Sound of brain. You mean rain, my guy? Is that how black people talk? Brain?
glass of water. And all of a sudden, I saw something standing at the front door of the next house, which was visible through the window in my living room. With a flash of lightning, I found a vague silhouette of a human who was getting rained on without an umbrella.
Don't trust it.
Thinking if I
It's a
saw
woman.
things, I tried clearly to see what it was. But I couldn't because it was too dark. After
Like your skin.
a while, lightning flashed once again, and I saw a woman and a man dancing together.
They
I
chilling?
dropped the glass on my big
Didn't know you
toe,
chill like that.
groaned
Ow.
with pain.
Ooh.
When another lightning stroke again, I saw a woman dancing with somebody. She was grinning from ear to ear. However, the man dancing with her was lifelessly swung around, just like a dummy by the woman. As it was kind of creepy, I checked the door to make sure it was locked.
Smart man. This is a smart man. Now check your windows.
Then I turned my eyes to them again to clearly see what they were doing. At that moment, her eyes suddenly turned to me. I got startled and immediately hid myself. I was not sure whether she got aware of me or if she was just looking in this direction. When I looked back through the window after a couple of minutes, they were gone.
Bad sign, man. You didn't even check your windows. First thing you do. I'm white and I know that.
Come on, this is not funny.
Hey, at least
Please.
you checked his door.
Muttering in a low voice, I looked around a bit nervously.
We're gonna rate these people about how they act, and we're gonna give them like 10. They did the most they could have. They got they got like a pew pew or like something to protect themselves, and they checked all like windows and stuff. And then one being like they did nothing, they're terrible, like they deserved it. You know what I mean, guys? Okay. So far, I'm
Then
giving
went
this
back
guy
to
like
my
a
room.
7 because he did check the
Next
doors, but
morning,
he didn't check windows.
it was noisy outside the house next door. There were several police officers.
Also, he lost eye contact with the guy, so it kind of. So I would give it like a 7.5. No, I don't. Just 7. Just 7.
And I found the man next door was found dead. One of the police came to me and asked me if anything had happened to me last night. So I said, I saw a man and a woman were dancing in front of the house, and I hurt my big toe. The police
You really had to tell the cop that?
showed me a picture of his dead body and asked me if he was the man I saw last night. In the picture, all of his joints were terribly broken and twisted,
Ooh.
and the body was
Never mind. He deserved it. He's fat. No, I was just messing. Just messing. Just
horribly
messing, guys.
bloated by rain. It was even hard to recognize,
Oh,
but
the rain
it
fucked him
certainly
up.
looked like him. Then the police showed me another picture of a woman who really looked like the one I saw last night. She was the dead man's wife, who already died 3 years ago.
What the
As far
fuck?
as I know, she had a severe mental illness while she was alive. Bullshit. She already died 3 years ago. But how come? I was extremely confused. A few days later, the police came to my house again and said, last night, another man living across the way died, completely soaked by rain, just like the previous case.
You buying a strap? Putting more locks on that door? Double locking your windows every night? And then double checking everything again. That's what I'm doing.
Did you
And I'm white and I know this. Like, that's, like, just do it.
see or notice anything strange last night? I was shocked, speechless. The police continued. Take care of yourself on a rainy day.
He's the killer, isn't he? This guy's the killer. No, I'm not basing off of skin, so don't worry. I'm saying that he might be the killer because he's like I don't know. I'm just getting this like sneaking vibe from this dude. Maybe it's because he's black, but I'm not sure. I don't think it is. It might be. It's just the white instincts, okay? It's the white instincts. I'm just messing.
Especially when it's with thunder and lightning. Nobody can ensure your safety. I gulped with fear.
True.
It was so loud the police might hear it. Since then, there have been a number of witnesses telling that they're seeing the dancing woman night after night. Even there was a rumor that never make eye contact with the dancing woman at night.
Well, he kind of did. So kind of like you did. So strap up, lock up, check up. 3 ups.
Because several more men went missing in the village after that day. The police conducted a large-scale investigation, but they got nowhere. And one day, on a rainy night, I heard someone knocking at my door. I walked up to the door and looked outside through
Oh, he walked up to
the window. I saw
He didn't check the door to make sure it was locked first.
a woman in a white dress standing in front of my door.
Run to the door, lock it. Run to the door, lock it. Run to the door, lock it. Check all your windows, lock. Actually, no. Run the door, lock it. Grab a knife or a weapon in the kitchen or like nearest weapon. Then check and then go to that window again and then just watch the lady to make sure she doesn't like move. And then call cops.
Completely
If it
soaked with rain. I felt my heart suddenly thumped in the chest
Don't open that door.
because she was dancing alone, holding a knife. I shouted, "Fuck off! I don't like dancing!" Frightened, I missed my footing while shrinking back from her and fell
Really?
backward, and I was still seeing her silhouette dancing alone through the window. "I'll call the police!" I shouted again. Then the silhouette disappeared, and fortunately, nothing happened that night. And I moved out from that house.
Smart man. This is a smart man. I have a feeling that's not
6
even
years
close
have
to being
passed
the end,
since
though.
then. I haven't heard any news about that village and the woman anymore. But even now, I completely lock all the doors and windows of my house when it rains.
Smart,
and
you should have
lightning
did that in the
strikes.
beginning. Just while it rains? She could switch up her agenda.
Sometimes it feels like I can hear her laughing from the yard. or I see her shadow dancing frantically. Well, all this might be just hallucinations. But nevertheless, I didn't look out through the window to identify that. Until today, I still have no idea who she was. Just one thing I can't ever forget is her dancing. Looking back on it now, maybe that was not dancing, but stabbing the man frantically with a knife.
Main character is psycho.
I can't take it anymore, Mr.
Oh
Nibbles.
my
It's always, yo,
God.
Death, buff my armor. Hey,
You guys
Death
are getting
Knight.
used to these ad breaks, though.
My name is Sophia.
Oh, I gotta read that. True scary woman horror story. Women.
My name is Sophia.
Oh yeah, out of that whole story, I'll give him an 8. Actually, no. I'll give him an 8 because he moved out. Because he moved out of the house. Actually, no, I'll give him a 7.5 because he actually moved out of the house and he still locks everything up. So.
And this happened in March 12, 2019. I was hanging out with my friend Sean at a park one day, since it was his birthday. We were waiting for two of our friends, Drew and Covey, to get to the park. About 30 minutes later, they showed up, bringing some snacks. We were planning on having a picnic, and the park there was the perfect place to have one. We ate, drank a couple of bottles of soju, played some board games, and caught each other up with our lives. It was getting dark. Covey checked her phone, and it was around 6:39 p.m., so we decided to pack our stuff and leave. As soon as we were done, we started walking to go home. You see, our houses are right beside one another, and we've known each other since we were all kids. Putting that aside,
like,
we
yeah,
were now walking on a dimly lit
Oh,
road
that's
with a
racist.
couple
No,
of
it's not.
houses here and there.
It's not, guys. It's not.
I saw a woman dressed in white with black
A Momo? I thought that trend was gone.
medium-length hair. The weird part is, I could tell she was low-key bruised, even in the distance, and had a hunched back.
Don't mean you go up to her. Don't point, man. Pointing's bad. I'm giving this girl a 4. Not even that. I'm giving her a 3.
I told my friends about
Once the whole group knows, someone's gonna speak up. There's always that one white friend in the group that just has to go do it. Has to go poke around the bear. Like, it's just, gosh, white people.
the strange woman. Maybe she needs help? Sean said,
No.
unsure.
She doesn't.
Come on, it's getting late,
Good.
Drew said.
I liked Drew. Drew's the good guy. I mean, good woman.
Yeah, I agree with Drew.
Her too.
It's not safe around here,
Facts.
Covey laughed nervously. But what if she really
No,
does need
shut
help?
up. The main character's always retarded most of the time, but somehow always lives.
I said back. I turned around to see the woman still there, hunched over like she was eating something. Sean and I agreed to approach the woman while the other
I knew Sean and the main character retarded. They all dumb. Get out of here. I hope you two die.
two, let's just say they were holding each other's hands because they were scared.
I'd be scared too. When a girl looking like Momo hunched over, looking like she might be eating something, it's not like it's the neighbor's hand. Like, yeah, run!
As we got close to the woman, we had this uneasy feeling, and we smelled.
As soon as I had that, I'm out. I'm dipping. Sking, 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 sking. These are my feet clapping. Hitting the ground. Dipping. I'm out. Bum, 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 bum. I'm out. Not even close to that. Bro, I'm 3 blocks down by now. You wouldn't even have even blinked, and I'm gone.
Smelled something that was rotting.
I called it. It was the neighbor's hand.
Sean tapped the woman and said, "Miss,
Why is her back straight built like a right angle? What the freak?
are you okay?" Silence. The next thing
No one's home. You just go home, you know, like.
I saw still scares me to this day.
She moved.
The woman turned around, and we saw a big bloody scar on her forehead down to her chin.
Dang.
And the worst part is,
I called it. It was the neighbor.
Saw a little girl's body lying on the ground with no intestines, blood gushing out of her stomach. The woman was eating her intestines. I screamed so loud, and Sean grabbed my wrist and started running towards my other friends, shouting, "Run!"
I'll give Sean a 0.5, but the main character's still at a 2. Or now is at a 2. Because
Run!
she-
Run! They didn't quite get it at first, but as they saw the woman chasing us, Covey froze in shock.
I'm giving her a negative because she's got shit friends. She's got 2 good friends. But that shit friend just brought it down 1.
Couldn't
so
move,
now
and
she's
we
at a
had
1.
almost reached them, but she still didn't move a single step. That's when Drew grabbed her hands and started running as fast as they could,
W
with us
friend, by the way.
following and the crazy woman running to us maniacally.
You know what that looks like? It looks like she's chasing after him. Money, 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 money. It looks like Mr. Krabs. I don't know how that came to my head first, my guy.
We got home eventually and told our parents about it. They didn't believe us at first, but a day later, Covey's parents told ours that she got this big scratch on her back. It was like something with claws or long nails scratched her. We ended up calling the police and also told them about the girl's body. They ended up finding the girl's body in a lake, but it was strange that the autopsy said that the girl just drowned.
Off, you don't pay, you play. Walk them
How
off.
you liking the ad
Let me
breaks,
explain.
boys?
Do some damage, gain.
My grandma visited this week, present time, and told me a story about a woman named Maria Labo. She eats human flesh and stuff, so that's why I shared this story with all of you.
So it was all in your head. The Crazy Man. We're gonna watch one more, boys. I feel like we should watch like 3 an episode because we're probably like, what, 18 at least minutes into this video? Not even that, probably like 15. Well, whatever. We're gonna watch 3 and then I'm gonna pop out of here for a little bit, boys. And then if you guys would like to watch this, get this to 20 views and I'll get this part 2.
Hey, my name is Philip, and this happened when I was
He's the Crazy Man. Look at those eyes. Look at that forehead. He's too pale.
12 years old. Me and my mother got to a bar that was next to a hospital to meet my uncle. My cousin was with him. My cousin was
Letting
at
the
the
kids
time
in the bar.
13 years, and his name was James. He was my best friend.
Mm.
Time passed and it got dark.
The best
and
friend
me and
dies.
my cousin started playing around the bar. After a little bit of time, we saw a man in the middle of his 40s, dressed in an old dirty black suit. He was just standing there, looking at us. I got freaked out, and we ran back to our parents. Then me and my
I'd be
cousin
scared,
implored
too.
our parents to let us do a sleepover at James' house. My uncle accepted, and after my uncle talked to my mother, she accepted too. We were so excited because we wanted to stay up late and tell horror stories while eating sweets.
Definitely white people. I ain't catching none of my black friends doing that. They even think I think about doing that stuff? Nah. I'm out of that friend group.
We
I
got to
definitely
James'
don't think
house,
about
but
stuff like
James'
that
uncle
because
had
I
to go
spook
buy some
really
food
quick.
from McDonald's for us.
If you guys would like to watch realistic horror shows and horror stories and stuff like that, I will gladly watch that stuff. Just say it in the comments if you want to watch realistic stuff. Just put real.
It was 1 a.m.
Or
and we
realistic.
started telling horror stories. After the first horror story that my cousin told, I got freaked out, and we started
Good job. You got freaked out.
playing games on his phone.
Yup, play games.
After 10 minutes,
You got games on your phone?
we heard a loud noise that was coming from the kitchen.
Ooh.
The window from the kitchen was destroyed.
How many windows you gotta break? God dang! Bro,
Someone broke that window with a stone. We got to the kitchen, and what I saw is still giving me nightmares. It was the man that was watching us near the hospital.
I don't think you broke it with a stone. I might have broke it with the edge of the knife. That's what I would have did.
He was in the kitchen with a large kitchen knife, just looking at us. Now I saw his face. He was dirty and had 2 scars on his face. He had his eyes wide open and he was smiling, but at the same time he was looking nervous. He looked insane. After 10 seconds, the man said something that gave me the chills. "Do you want to feel my knife?" At that moment, I was frozen in fear. Then James said, No! Then the man got James and stabbed him in the stomach.
I called that dude was gonna die too.
He fell on the floor. Then the man asked me the question, Do you want to feel my knife?
The answer is yes.
He approached me, and then because of the blood that was bleeding from James, and because of the fear, I vomited on the man. And after a couple of seconds as he was cleaning his costume, he screamed at the top of his lungs. And then my uncle got in the house and stabbed the guy with the car keys. And then he punched the man very hard in his face.
W?
And he passed out. Then he saw James.
Oh my god. I thought he said the uncle passed out. I was about to be like, what? How do you just go from stabbing to punching someone in the face and then just knocking yourself out?
And started crying. I was crying and shaking. My uncle called the police, the ambulance, and my mom. My cousin survived.
Damn
and
it.
my uncle and my mom increased the security in their houses. From that day, my mother didn't let me go to other sleepovers. Neither did my dad. According to police, the man had escaped from an insane asylum. He got in the asylum because he'd mutilated his wife and killed her. When the body was found,
Dang.
the woman had a long knife deep in her stomach, and the man was looking at her. The police were called because the neighbors heard the woman and the man screaming. Now I'm 23 years old, and I'm still thinking what would have happened if I hadn't vomited at that time, and if my uncle didn't enter the house in that moment.
What was your uncle doing? Smoking? Like, okay. The Crazy Man. I'm gonna give that one, I'll give it a 5, actually. It's way better than the 1 that I gave the middle video. Because the middle one video was, wow, that was bad. Yeah, but I'm giving this one a 5 because, what they did bad was when they broke the window, I would have ran. Or, like, hit or got a weapon or something. Or checked it out. Actually, no, it's a white person thing to say, actually. When I say check it out, I mean, like, peek the corner, see what's happening, and then if you do see someone, if it's glass breaking, most likely, then just dip. Like, because I was the back door, I'm pretty sure. But, thanks for watching, boys. This is, spooky Sunday, spooky scary Sundays. I don't know. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.